First of all, welcome everyone. And as usual, thank you for your interest in RapidAuthor. Now that our latest release has been out for a bit and some of you will have had a chance to look at it, it's time for our new webinar. Today's session will give you an overview of the new functionality introduced with version 24.12 of RapidAuthor. And as usual, if you have any questions, the presentation today itself will not take that long, and we have reserved quite some time at the end of the webinar for a Q&A session. And if you need any further information later, after discussion with your colleagues maybe, or you want to have a deeper look into specific functionality together, just contact us afterwards. First, we will look at features related to preparing your data and your tools. Then we move on to authoring itself, split into features for S1000D, for DITA, and for general authoring. And at the end of this part, we will also have a look at a couple of new 2D related features. Let's start with the preparation step, specifically with data import. As you may know, previously selecting a PMI object in RapidAuthor caused performance slowdowns. This is due to the numerous transforms and shapes happening. And in this new release, we will help with that through merging algorithms to eliminate redundant points and reduce complexity. Overall performance is significantly improved, minimizing unnecessary system load. Additionally, PMI objects without geometry are now ignored during loading, ensuring an overall smoother workflow. This new release also introduces multi-language metadata import in a single import session. In Rapid Configuration, as you will know, part of Rapid Developer, the metadata rules window now includes a language selection option. You can see the drop-down list in our screenshot, allowing you to configure metadata rules for different languages seamlessly. And as in most releases, we follow industry trends regarding cat data and have added support for additional cat data file formats with Rapid Data Converter and RapidJT components in this release. You can see a selection of our updated imports here. And for a complete list of all supported formats, you can, as always, check out our full release notes. And now let's move on to authoring. We will have a look at S1000D related topics first. S1000D data modules starting from issue 5 may contain information about control authorities. In previous releases, we implemented the support for this element in our publications, and now we provide a convenient user interface in the document editor for adding and editing information about control authorities. To edit the list of control authorities in the data module, you will need to use the context menu command control authorities. It's a bit small and hard to read, but you can see the context menu entry here in the screenshot. To add a control authority reference to an element in the data module, you just right-click inside the element, then you select Insert Edit, and then Control Authority Reference. Here you can add, replace, or remove the data. You can now also insert references to external resources and define how they should be opened. References with the attribute new will always be opened in a new window, References with the attribute replace will be opened in a new window that will replace the current one. And references with the attribute other will always be opened in the same new window if you click the link several times. This is critical when you integrate RapidAuthor publications in external web applications. If you're working with Team Center, as a side note, the S1000D reference block can now be automatically created or updated when opening S1000D 4.1 Plus projects from Team Center and saving them back. And in standalone use, our focus here today, you can generate the reference block manually using a new toolbar button in the document editor called Table of References, as displayed in the picture on top. Invalid references are highlighted in the document in red with a red background, as it might be visible here, and are listed in an error message as well. Reference blocks are not required for some data modules, so their generation can be disabled using Brex rules. Turning off automatic generation also helps improve performance. And next, the PCT filter is now supported in PDF publications from Rapid Catalog. It works in the same way as it was previously implemented for HTML publications. As displayed on the picture, we select the desired product in the Product for Publication metadata, and this selection is reflected in the resulting PDF publication. And finally, here are a couple of additional improvements. First, S1000D issue 6 is now supported in S1000D 4.1 and higher specification components. The S1000D 4.1 and higher training specification component is now available in Rapid Learning. It supports S1000D issues 4.1 and higher in one specification, as was previously done for Rapid Catalog, Rapid Manual, and other authoring modules. And lastly, a small time-saving feature, the DMC code of the current data module, as well as Brex validation errors, can now be easily copied to the clipboard for further use. After S1000D topics, let's have a look at new DITA functionality as well. When you create a book, you often need to select desired documents from a very long list. Now you can filter this list by the document ID, type, and title, which significantly reduces the search area and speeds up your search. The next feature lets you add references to hotspots of CGM illustrations using the hotspots command. This functionality has been added to DITA topic and DITA task specification components. And this is how the publication of our short example looks like. Next, we have group filtering. With recent improvements in DITA filtering, we now support user-created attributes alongside built-in DITA attributes such as platform or product. In the example we show here, the user has added a new attribute called application. You can see that on the right-hand side in the highlighted area, allowing the document to be filtered by both product and application. These enhancements are related to DITAVAL, a document that defines filtering rules. And this is how our filters look like in the publication. And next, a much requested set of functionalities related to customization of your PDFs. Many of our customers have a need to customize the default look and feel of the RapidAuthor technical publications to make them fit the documentation style used within the company. In 24.12, we have made this process easier. The most important customizations can be done much easier than before by editing the configuration file rules.xml. Manual XSL coding is not required for this. The corresponding documentation, by the way, is of course included in the Rapid Developer package. On the next slides, we will show you some example code and the resulting document pages, so you can get a feel for the customization options we now have. First, you will probably want to create a separate file, say custom rules XML, so your custom settings remain intact after any future upgrades of RapidAuthor. To apply your custom rules, reference the new rules files in the file topic to PDF XSL, which is located in the same folder as rules XML. The customization is then done in the output section of the rules file. This is what we've highlighted here. And as you can see in the sample code, you don't have to read the details here, but we just want to show you an example. Things you can change are page size, title page contents, and here we have also customized the header, the footer. We have added a company logo and an image and defined the location of other required information. We have marked the code blocks here so you can more easily find them on the resulting title page. And here are the results of this simple customization. You can also customize the headers and footers of the table of contents page and the main body page. Here we will show you how to define custom header and footer for the main body page and how to apply some dynamic values, page numbers, current date, and current section title. And this is how the resulting page might look like. Custom logo and current section title in the header, and current date, page number, and other relevant information in the footer. This last functionality was added in the previous release, but we have not touched it in our previous webinar yet. So we'd like to mention it now, as it also relates to the customization of PDF documents. Using the rules file that we mentioned earlier, you can specify the required DITA Open Toolkit and your ready-made plugins that will be applied when creating the PDF output. This can be done in the Publisher section of the rules file. And now let's look at general authoring improvements. The Find Items menu now offers expanded search and filtering options. In addition to the existing filters, deleted, hidden, and active items, users can now search for parametric objects, for PMI items, background items, items protected from section plans, and incremental import items. All of these filters can also be combined for more precise control over your search results. We hope this will be useful. And the second improvement we wanted to highlight is about the restore recursive command. This command is now available directly in the context menu of the item tree, in addition to the main menu, making it much easier to restore a deleted component at any level of an assembly at any time. Additionally, an undo operation has been added to the applicability editor. After this overview for general authoring changes, let's also have a look at what's new for 2D. As many of our new features and improvements, we have worked quite closely with some of our customers on those. Previously, opening multiple files would launch separate instances of 2D Editor Pro. Now, all files open as tabs, highlighted in red here, within a single window, enabling a true multi-document workflow. You can navigate between tabs using mouse clicks or keyboard shortcuts, Control Tab and Control Shift Tab, as you might be used to from other products. Unsaved changes are now clearly indicated with an asterisk in the tab title. Objects can be dragged and dropped from one tab to another. And the Save All function allows for saving all open documents with a single click. When 2D Editor is launched from Rapid Catalog or other RapidAuthor modules, you do that via Edit 2D Image Edit. A corresponding icon now appears in the editor, providing clear visual feedback. That's the purple icon saying RapidAuthor on the top left. Lastly, the new synchronized settings feature ensures that enabling an option in one tab, such as displaying rulers, automatically applies it across all open tabs, streamlining the editing process. Now, the new Combine command seamlessly merges illustrations generated in fixed scale mode. This feature is especially useful when the illustration anchors are located outside the canvas, making manual combining quite difficult. Let's have a look how this works. You just select the items you wish to combine, press Shift, select the illustration that will be used as an anchor, and click Combine. That's it. And the second Combine step demonstrates that all selected illustrations are automatically scaled to match the anchor illustration. As you can see, all illustrations are now overlaid and scaled correctly. And for further edits, you still have each illustration in a separate layer in the Explorer window in the top right. And that's already it for our quick overview of new functionality in our 24.12 release. As always, this was a selection of features, and we have many more small changes and improvements for you. For the full list, as always, please refer to the release notes. But now, let's have a look at your questions. Team is looking at your questions. Don't hesitate to ask. And if you have anything more complex, as mentioned at the start, if you want to do a deeper dive into some of the functionality or hear how this applies to your workflows, etc., feel free to contact us afterwards and we can discuss separately. Let me just pull the Q&A window to the shared screen. As mentioned last time, not a huge fan of the Teams interface here, but that will do. The first question I can see here, will a custom PDF output specification created in 24.12 work in a previous version? I will generally, as we have the full development team in the call, let them answer the questions. And we have a comment here for probably an answer for the second question. Let me pull that one first. To import the item description in different languages from different source attributes, do we also have to create a separate metadata for each language in the Cortana specification component? Not necessarily. All languages can be imported simultaneously into a single metadata in the Cortana project, such as description. To access values imported for different languages, use the language drop-down list when opening the project. Let us know if this covers your question. If I remember correctly, the Q&A section is set up to not allow follow-up questions. If your question is not answered, feel free to just post a new question. And then for the first one, will a custom PDF output specification created in 24.12 work in a previous version? No, that will only work with out-of-the-box specifications from release 24.12 or custom specifications based on them. There's just new options here. Then can I use references to external resources in S1000D data modules to create a link to an external web application? Yeah, that is possible. If you specify the attribute xlink show other, you can pass a link to an external web application without opening a new window each time. That should be covered. I'm not entirely sure what is new here. Might have been the emoticon. And a new question, which XML element is used to create hotspot links in DITA topics? And as you can see here, if a CGM image contains hotspots, it's inserted into a foreign element with a data element created for each hotspot. And then you can reference the appropriate data element corresponding to a specific hotspot anywhere in the topic text. I hope this covers your question. I think I saw, yeah, there's a new question. I don't know why these are not in order. Will there be any improvements to object manipulations in the 3D environments, such as Gobo or convenient shortcuts? Let's see if there was a discussion in the team and they have an answer for you. Currently not planned is a good wording. But yes, as Mikael said here, you can send us improvement suggestions and we will consider them for future versions. As a side note, this might sound like, you know, it's actually true that the requests and comments we get from you is the best source of prioritization for our roadmap that we can get. So if you have any ideas, are missing functionality, or you know, want something added that would make your workflows and your life easier, please let us know. It will actually have an impact on our prioritization. And team, just let me know if there are no more questions incoming. No harm in giving everyone a little bit of time back. I just want to make sure that we. Are there any plans that HTML output allows moving parts freely by the end user in the future? That's an interesting question. I don't know if this has been discussed yet. Let's see what the team has to say. Okay. Likely not in out of the box specifications, but this is possible via viewer customization with the Solo API. That's a good point. For the ones of you who don't use the Solo API, there are a lot of customization options to embed our viewer into your web portal, other applications, and also customize the output, add additional search fields, etc., etc. And that would be an option via the Solo API. Very good. I did see a thumbs up there first. We can discuss separately, but if this is an ongoing topic. If any of you are interested in seeing examples of what is possible in terms of viewer customization via the Solo API, also feel free to contact us. We have a couple of examples we can show you directly. Okay, please, Marina, feel free to jump in and interrupt me. I will start a lengthy goodbye sentence. If anyone else wants to get a question answered directly, feel free to post. As I said, if you're like me and the most important question comes to your mind the moment you hang up, contact us afterwards. Not a problem at all. But if there are no new questions now, anything new, Marina?
Yes, thank you message.
No, I see some more.
Yeah, let's give it a minute then. Thank you.
I
Anything
see
else?
one new question related to PDF.
I have just published it. Yeah. Yeah. There is some delay in publishing.
Yeah, I think there's a built-in delay. Are there any samples of code how to edit footers? Yeah, we can provide that to you. We have an example. It wasn't that well visible, the simple example we have on our slides, but we very likely have something we can share with you as an example. I don't know if you have a direct comment team, please feel free to post an answer. But if you want to see specific examples, you can contact us afterwards and we can discuss directly to make it a bit more, suited to your use case or what you're interested in. It should be no problem. Good. Anything else in the queue?
Just another thank you notice. Yeah.
Fantastic. I will give that right back to all of you. Thank you for your continued interest in RapidAuthor and all your good suggestions. I commented on one of the slides that many of the features we added for 2D editor functionality are based on requests and ideas and discussions with our customers. This goes for a lot of functionality we have. So as I said, your feedback is the best source of ideas and input we have. And we will generally, if possible, prioritize features that will help everyone quite quickly. Good. Anything to add from the team? Or any new questions? I don't want to cut off anyone who just posted a question.
I don't see any new questions.
Very good. Excellent. And let's say we win a couple of minutes back. Thank you all for your attention and your valuable feedback during the development of this new version. And again, if you come up with any other questions after internal discussion or want to see examples, as mentioned, contact us afterwards and we will get back to you. Thank you and see you next time.